In this video, we are going to show you how to add information from an electricity bill to the correct meter in your account in GHGi Analytics. The first thing to do is to get a copy of the electricity bill. After logging in, you get to the central console. In the navigation bar, we select Applications, and in the drop-down, select Analytics. This takes us to the dashboard page, where we select Data Entry in the navigation bar, and in the drop-down, select Electricity. This takes you to an Enter Electricity Usage Data page. There are two ways to find the meter you're looking for. If you don't have many meters, find the last three numbers on the MPAN grid and look for them in the list of meters on the web page. The MPAN is shown on the bill. If you have a large number of meters, I recommend that you use the Locate the Correct MPAN grid. Enter the last three digits of the MPAN shown on the bill into the last box on the grid and press the Search for Meters button. But I'm going to select a meter from the list below this. This will open an Enter Electricity data form. Now we take the electricity bill. The first thing we want is the invoice reference. This isn't a required field, but it is useful for auditing purposes, particularly if you don't upload an image of the bill. Next is the tax point. On this bill, it is called Invoice and Tax Point Date. You click on the field and a date chooser opens. Select the date 23rd of May 2019. Then enter the From date and To date. You get these from the supply period, in this case April 2019. Therefore you enter 1st April 2019 in the first and 30th of April 2019 in the second. We now have a choice depending on if you have multiple rates and how your supplier formats its invoices. If you have multiple rates, some suppliers provide a figure for total consumption in kilowatt hours, whilst others only provide the amount for each element of the rate, night and day for example. GHGi Analytics allows you to enter either the total consumption, if provided, or the figure for each rate individually. The system adds the numbers for each rate automatically, meaning you don't have to. The system also provides fields to record the start and end readings. These are not required fields and are not always provided on the bill. However, if they are, they're useful for cross-financial period calculations. The invoice we have shows the total consumption, described as invoiced consumption, as well as the day and night charges, but it does not show the start and end readings. Therefore, I am going to enter the total figure of 15,893.4 kilowatt hours into the Billed Usage field. From the drop-down on the right, we select A for Actual, as this meter is read automatically and is therefore an actual meter reading. There is a Comments field for any remarks that you want to make. Finally, we can upload an image of the bill. You can scan the bill or photograph it using your mobile phone. Just remember to limit the size of the image to reduce the storage space used on the server. We found that between 200 kilobytes and 500 kilobytes is perfectly acceptable. Finally, we click the Submit Reading button. This takes us to the transaction page for electricity bills. This page details all the electricity bill entries. It includes emissions from the fuel in question, electricity in this case, in addition to well-to-tank emissions, WTT, transmission and distribution emissions, TD, and well-to-tank emissions for transmission and distribution losses, WTT-TD. This page is accessed from the Report section in the navigation bar and by selecting Transactions. You will then be offered a choice of which fuel you require, and if you want to specify it, a time period. I'm not going to specify a time period, so I'll just click on electricity. Thank you very much for watching.